Pictures went viral of this mako shark just absolutely decimated from the head down. There's so much mystery surrounding this because looking at this picture of this mako, this thing looks humongous.
Like, this is epic. This is proper epic.
Creature from the deep that washed ashore in Ocean County, New Jersey had people asking, what is it?
Strange animals emerging from the depths of the ocean. Or bizarre creatures that washed ashore.
Look at it. How weird is it?
There's so much from the sea world that is yet to be explored.
Something is very big.
But this video has got your back.
My God.
So, you better stay for the insane beach discoveries that will leave you shocked. A strange creature.
How weird is that?
A peaceful day at Queensland's beach took an unexpected turn when a local spotted what looked like an alien creature on the shore. The being was unlike anything he'd ever seen. Hairless, with human-like hands, and standing nearly 10 feet tall. Frightened but curious, the man called the authorities. As word spread, theories ran wild. Was it a mutant kangaroo, a creature from the deep ocean, or something even more extraordinary? When experts finally arrived, they made a surprising discovery. The alien was actually a severely bloated brushtail possum, distorted beyond recognition by its time in the water. The incident became a local legend, reminding everyone that sometimes the most ordinary things can appear extraordinary under some circumstances.
Yeah, there it is. I don't know.
A white whale wonder. A local drone buzzing over a remote Australian beach captured a sight that left experts scratching their heads. There, stark against the golden sand, lay the ghostly white carcass of an enormous whale. Soon, the team of researchers were called by beach authorities. They said it might be a rare albino whale they'd been tracking, but as they investigated further, they discovered it was a young female humpback. The mystery deepened. How had this whale lost all its pigment? Soon, locals flocked to see the ethereal creature. Some claimed it was a sign from the sea, while others worried about environmental changes. The giant sunfish encounter.
Something is very big.
This group of fishermen set out for what they thought would be a routine expedition at night. Little did they know, they were about to come face to face with a true ocean giant. As they cast their lines into the inky black water, something massive took the bait. The fishermen's excitement turned to awe as they realized they had hooked a colossal ocean sunfish. The giant, enormous, flat body gleamed in the moonlight as it breached the surface near their boat. Not wanting to suffer the gentle giant, the crew made a quick decision. They cut their line, releasing the sunfish back into the depths. As they watched it disappear, they knew they'd just experienced a once-in-a-lifetime encounter with one of the ocean's most mysterious inhabitants.
Whoa, let him go.
A shark in the street. In 2019, the streets of Queensland turned into an aquatic spectacle. Residents woke up to find a massive bull shark lying in the middle of the road. At first, people thought it was a prank, but as they got closer, they realized it was all too real. The shark, nearly 8 feet long, had somehow ended up far from its ocean home. Word spread quickly, and soon the whole town was buzzing with excitement and fear. How did a shark end up on dry land? As emergency workers arrived to remove the shark, the mystery was solved. A recent cyclone had caused severe flooding, sweeping the giant creature inland. Soon, the creature was taken by workers. The sparkling beach surprise. On a Washington beach, some boys playing in the sand witnessed an extraordinary sight. A long, shimmering fish with canine-like teeth emerged from the waves, slowly making its way onto shore. Excitement mixed with concern as they realized this was no ordinary catch. The boys recognized it as a lancetfish, rarely seen this close to land. Without hesitation, they gently grasped its tail and carried it back to deeper water. As they watched the unusual visitors swim away, they felt a sense of accomplishment. Their quick action had likely saved the lancetfish's life, allowing it to return to its mysterious deep-sea home. A giant fish. A couple's romantic beach stroll in Queensland, Australia turned into a puzzling encounter. Half buried in the sand lay a monstrous fish, unlike anything they'd ever seen. The creature stretched nearly 5 feet long and weighed an estimated 150 kilograms. Baffled by their discovery, the couple shared the photos online, hoping to identify the mystery beast. Speculation ran wild. Was it a cod, a grouper, or perhaps a rare triple tail? The creature's true identity still remains a subject of debate. NJ Beach Oddity.
Creature from the deep that washed ashore in Ocean County, New Jersey had people asking, what is it?
On a sunny day in Ocean County, New Jersey, a beachgoer made an unexpected discovery. During her walk, she spotted what looked like a giant lizard head in the sand. Cautiously approaching, she realized it was a carcass of strange fish, about 5 feet long. The creature's brownish body was covered in weird patterns, and its face looked almost snake-like. He called the marine researchers immediately. Experts later identified it as an Atlantic sturgeon, a rare and ancient fish dating back over 200 million years. The experts carefully took the fish to study it. They hoped that learning about this sturgeon might help them find ways to protect these ancient fish.
When they say prehistoric, it certainly looks like it's something out of the deep.
A pearl whale. Beachgoers on Lido Beach, New York woke to an unusual sight. A massive whale lay stranded on the shore. Town supervisor rushed to the scene and exclaimed it. The 35-foot whale had washed ashore at dawn. As onlookers gathered, marine biologists examined the giant. It was a humpback whale. They were puzzled by its unique appearance. The whale's skin was covered in tiny, pearl-like growths. Some speculated it was a rare skin condition, while others wondered if pollution played a role. Authorities worked quickly to move the whale higher up the beach, aware of the coming tide. This marked the 18th large whale stranding on the East Coast since December. A mysterious skull. A group of friends were taking a morning walk at Island Beach State Park in New Jersey when things got a little scary. Half buried in the sand lay a massive skull, unlike anything they'd seen before. News spread quickly, and soon the New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection arrived. They identified it as a minke whale skull, likely washed ashore after a storm. Surprisingly, reports came in of a similar discovery at Flagler Beach, hundreds of miles south. Another whale skull, this time from a different species, had appeared there just days earlier. Marine biologists were excited about this unusual coincidence. As they carefully took the skulls for research and study, beachcombers kept their eyes on the beach for more mysterious finds. Shark tragedy. Great whites may be seen as one of the top predators in the ocean, but even they can face tough odds. A few months ago, a huge great white shark washed up on Florida's Panhandle Beach. Beachgoers initially tried to help it by pushing it back into the water, but unfortunately, the shark didn't make it. Its belly appeared swollen, leading to speculation that birthing complications might have played a role, though it's unclear whether the shark beached itself first. The situation is still being studied by local marine biologists, who are working to understand what happened. Chewed down to bone. Typically, a shark of this size would be intimidating enough, but what's even more frightening is the predator that took it on. In this footage from April 2022, anglers off the coast of Brisbane, Australia, believed they had made an incredible catch, only to find the large shark they reeled in was almost completely devoured, leaving only bones. After 5 long hours, the anglers managed to catch another massive shark, possibly the same species, which they suspected was responsible for the feeding frenzy. It's wild. You catch the prey, and then you catch the predator.
Another big thresher shark. Crazy.
One of a kind baby shark. At first glance, you might mistake it for a stuffed toy, but this creature was actually a real discovery. A fisherman off the coast of Indonesia was stunned when he found a baby shark with an unusually human-like face. Its round eyes, positioned right under its snout, gave it an oddly human look. Shocked by this rare find, the fisherman brought the shark back home, where his family helped him preserve it. Word quickly spread about the unique creature, and soon enough, he received numerous offers from friends and neighbors eager to buy it. However, he chose to hold on to his one-of-a-kind discovery. Unknown fish creature. While hoping for a successful catch, a Japanese fisherman pulled in his net only to find a strange, snake-like creature tangled within. At first glance, it resembled the legendary oarfish, but this mysterious animal turned out to be something entirely different. Its flat, paper-thin body, large, bulging eyes, and odd hair-like strands gave it an eerie, otherworldly appearance. As video footage of the odd creature spread online, viewers were left shocked. Marine experts are still puzzled by this deep-sea discovery, unable to definitively identify what type of fish it might be. If you know anything about this sea creature, do let me know in the comments below. Blue dragon's discovery. On a sunny afternoon, beachgoers in Australia spotted something that looked like it came straight from a fantasy world. A small, blue creature with delicate tendrils had washed up on the shore. As people gathered around, a knowledgeable local identified it as a blue dragon, a type of sea slug known for its striking appearance and surprising abilities. Despite its beauty, he warned everyone not to touch it. Blue dragons, it turns out, can deliver a painful sting. Word of the blue dragon spread quickly, drawing crowds to the beach. Marine experts arrived to study the rare visitor, explaining how they float on ocean currents and feed on wild jellyfish. The blue dragon's appearance became a local sensation, sparking new interest in the hidden wonders of the sea. Alien fish. While searching for the rare blue halibut near the Norwegian islands, a 19-year-old fisherman made an astonishing find. He spotted a fish with bulging eyes that looked like it had come straight from a sci-fi movie. So captivated by this unusual creature, he nearly fell into the water while trying to reel it in. His excitement overshadowed his initial goal. As images of the fish spread online, fellow anglers quickly identified it as a rough-head grenadier, debunking the notion that it was an otherworldly being or an alien fish. This encounter alone was enough to stir up the community of marine life enthusiasts. Mossel's Bay mystery. Beachgoers found a big great white shark washed up on the sand in Hartenbos, Mossel Bay, but something was wrong. The shark had a huge hole in its belly, and its liver was gone. A shark expert came to look at it. She said it was a young female shark that had probably become prey to mighty orcas. These whales have learned to eat shark livers because they're full of good stuff for them. This was the first time something like this happened in that area, and the experts were worried about how it might change things in the sea. Penguin tragedy. In August 2021, a heartbreaking scene unfolded along the beaches of Santa Catarina, Brazil. Over 50 Magellanic penguins were found washed ashore. Most of them already were lifeless. The NGO Educamar made this discovery during a routine monitoring operation. Of the 59 penguins found, only 10 showed signs of life, though they were extremely weak. Rescuers somehow managed to save 2 of these. They think people might have done something to make the water dirty or unsafe for the penguins. Black blanket at Rawberg.
Reasons why this could occur.
Something strange happened overnight at Rawberg Beach in Plettenberg Bay, South Africa. Early morning joggers stopped in their tracks when they saw that something had completely changed. The beach was covered with thousands of black sea creatures, but no one knew what they were. The puzzled onlookers couldn't believe their eyes. The smell of the sea was stronger than usual, and there was an odd crunching sound underfoot. As seagulls feasted on the unexpected bounty, marine biologists began their investigation. They were mussel. Marine experts began testing the beach creatures and water for this bizarre event. Soon, those mussels were disposed off safely in the land. Tsunami's strange gifts. On April 7th, 2011, after a terrible tsunami, Japan's coastline revealed a surprise. Cleaners initially mistook it for a large turtle, but as they drew closer, they realized this was something far more bizarre. The creature's form was unlike anything they'd ever encountered. It seemed like it was involved with a predator before beaching itself. Soon, cleaners quickly alerted marine experts. They arrived to collect the mysterious sea visitor, eager to know its secrets. Yet, even today, the true identity of this odd visitor remains a puzzle. Maybe experts got to know, but it didn't reveal the secret to us. They must be hiding. Gara Beach Surprise. Back in March 2020, a peaceful afternoon walk on Gara Beach turned into a shocking discovery. A beachgoer came across what appeared to be an enormous leatherback turtle, or perhaps even a sea monster washed ashore. Alarmed, they quickly alerted Marine Department officers. When they looked more closely, the experts made a surprising discovery. This was no turtle, but the partially eaten remains of a mysterious giant fish. They further took it to the lab to identify to whom the part belonged. A giant carcass. A normal day at the beach in Mazatlan, Mexico, took a strange turn for a woman. What she thought was just a piece of rope on the sand turned out to be something much weirder and scarier. As she got closer, she saw a huge, snake-like creature lying there. It had a long body and a big, open mouth that looked really weird. Shocked by what she found, she quickly took a video of it. The woman shared her video online, thinking it might be a deep-sea eel, but lots of people had different ideas. Some thought it was a mutant catfish, while others said it could be a monster from long ago. Later, a local fisherman who saw the creature said it was probably a giant moray eel or a deep-sea anglerfish. What do you think it was? Let me know in the comments below. Azors sea monster.
Possíveis causas de morte. Existem várias possibilidades.
The calm waters off the coast of Fayal Island in the Azores suddenly became rough. Local fishermen watched in surprise as a massive creature broke the surface. It wasn't a whale, but a fish, a giant sunfish. Soon the scientists from the Atlantic Naturalist Association were called. They carefully measured the fish, 3.59 meters tall, 3.25 meters long, and weighing an incredible 2,744 kilograms. This particular specimen smashed the previous record set in Japan by over 400 kilograms. As the news spread, marine biologists worldwide took notice. This giant, only recognized as a new species in 2018, now claims the title of the heaviest bony fish. Its discovery highlighted the ocean's ability to support giant animals. After extensive study and DNA sampling, the team released the giant, and it slipped beneath the waves.
Possíveis causas de morte. Existem várias possibilidades.
A giant whale surprise. One morning, people woke up with the news to find a huge 31-foot minke whale stuck on the shore. It was as long as a school bus. The big animal drew many curious onlookers who couldn't believe their eyes. Soon, a team of workers arrived with special machines. They had a tough job to do: move the whale before the water came back in. The air smelled strongly of the whale. People watched in wonder as the machines worked hard to lift it. By evening, the whale was gone, but everyone who saw it would always remember the day a giant from the sea visited their beach. Mysterious beach discovery. Beachgoers were stunned by the sight when a massive great white shark washed up on the shore, making them stop their morning walk. The shark's body was cut in half. Its head was on one side, and the rest of its body was on the other side. Seeing this, everyone got really scared and started to think that there might be a sea monster that did this to it. But later, experts revealed that this happened because of a brutal attack by orcas, so no sea monster there. A tiny sea alien. On a quiet beach, a group of friends came across a small, spiky creature lying on the sand, its tentacles spread out like an alien invader. As they cautiously approached, the creature didn't move. Its strange look made them feel uneasy. Was this some kind of deep-sea monster, an undiscovered species? Excited by their find, they called a marine biologist. To their surprise, she identified it as a sea mouse, a type of marine worm usually found in deep waters. The tiny alien turned out to be a rare visitor from the ocean depths, reminding everyone that the sea still holds many strange and wonderful secrets. A jellyfish swarm.
The jellyfish are scattered across the beach, some of them in the shallow waters, apparently still coming in with the waves today.
Jacksonville beachgoers were met with an extraordinary sight one morning. The shore was carpeted with hundreds of jellyfish, their translucent bodies glistening in the sun. At first, people were alarmed by the massive influx of these stinging creatures. But as marine biologists arrived to investigate, they made a surprising discovery. This event was a part of a rare mating phenomenon triggered by an unusual alignment of ocean currents and water temperatures. As the tide came in, most of the jellyfish were carried back out to sea, leaving behind an unforgettable spectacle.
Occasionally saw one or two, but nothing like this.
The red carpet.
Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
Beachgoers in California were treated to a bizarre spectacle when they found the shore transformed into a living red carpet. One of the locals with his paddle tried to make a path as thousands of tiny, bright red crabs had washed up.
When we first saw them, we didn't know what they were. Everybody was down there trying to save them and throw them back in,
creating a stunning visual effect that stretched for miles. As news of the red tide spread, marine biologists rushed to the scene. They identified the creatures as pelagic red crabs, usually found in deeper waters. But why had they suddenly appeared in such numbers? After extensive research, scientists made an unexpected discovery. The crabs' unusual migration was linked to subtle changes in ocean currents caused by shifts in the Earth's magnetic field. As the tide came in, most of the crabs were washed back into the ocean.
It looked like a red carpet, a good foot to 16 inches thick.
The monster shark. A routine dive off the coast turned into a heart-pounding adventure for one underwater photographer. As he filmed the serene ocean landscape, something shocking happened right before his eyes. Two sharks suddenly appeared, chasing each other wildly. The diver was terrified as the bigger shark was hunting the smaller one. He watched in shock as the fierce chase happened. Reviewing his footage, he realized he'd captured something extraordinary. The smaller shark really did show a great deal of determination and commitment to life. His mind raced with possibilities. Could an even larger, unknown predator be responsible? Later, he went back to the boat and left. A mystery on the beach. Beachgoers were in for a shock when they came across a bizarre, blob-like creature washed up on the shore. The squishy, translucent being looked like it belonged in a sci-fi movie, rather than on their local beach. Curiosity overcame caution as people gathered around, poking the strange entity. It didn't move or react, leaving everyone confused about its nature. Was it some kind of mutant jellyfish, an undiscovered deep-sea dweller, or something even more extraordinary? As news of the discovery spread, marine biologists rushed to the scene. But by the time they arrived, the mysterious blob had disappeared, leaving behind only questions and wild theories. The beach anomaly became a local legend, with residents wondering if they'd ever solve the puzzle of the blob from the deep. The golf course sharks. In 1996, the Carbrook Golf Club in Queensland, Australia, got some unexpected new members. A flood swept 6 young bull sharks into the course's lake, turning it into an impromptu shark sanctuary. At first, golfers were wary of the toothy residents, but as time passed, the sharks became a beloved attraction. The club even started feeding them, drawing tourists from far and wide to catch a glimpse of the sharks. For years, the sharks thrived in their unlikely home, growing to impressive sizes. But in 2022, another major flood hit the area. When the waters went back, the sharks were gone. Had they finally found their way back to the river, or had nature simply run its course? Conjoined shark. It's shocking that a conjoined shark could survive this long. While fishing near Palgar, India, a fisherman made an extraordinary discovery: a tiny, two-headed shark. This bizarre shark left locals in shock, with some even considering it a bad omen or a sign from the ocean. Experts, however, explain that the deformity likely occurred due to incomplete bone development during the shark's gestation. While such anomalies are not very rare in the animal kingdom, spotting this two-headed shark was a first for marine researchers. Parrot cichlid mutated.
Oh! That
Wow.
thing is a giant. That's a mondo.
While on the hunt for a unique catch, two YouTubers pulled in a large parrot cichlid with an unusual bulge on its forehead, almost resembling a blister or mutation. Puzzled by the strange feature,
That thing is ridiculous.
they began to wonder if it was a result of a welt or some kind of allergic reaction. Known for their vibrant colors, parrot cichlids are a popular species among aquarium lovers. This particular specimen, however, had the guys questioning what might have caused such an odd growth to a common fish.
This one's probably a hybrid.
Head. Dude, that thing's ready to make...
Moving fish carcass. For someone not familiar with fish behavior, seeing something like this could bring to mind some wild thoughts of a zombie fish. During a 3-day cruise, this man was startled when he came across a halved fish carcass that was still moving. Shocked by the bizarre sight, he couldn't understand how the fish seemed to remain alive, despite missing a large portion of its body. Even after its head was tossed back into the water, it continued to twitch. This strange phenomenon is actually due to lingering nerve activity, which gives it the impression of still being alive. The shell beach discovery. Imagine picking up a pretty shell on a sunny beach. Sounds nice, right? Well, hold on. Two friends were out on a shell collecting journey when one of them came across a shell that might be his last thing he had ever touched. Soon, his friend stopped him. According to his friend, these shells hid a dangerous snail inside. The most dangerous one is called the geographer's cone. This snail has a secret weapon, a tiny harpoon loaded with super strong venom. Soon, the beach security guard told them more than 20 people have already learned this the hard way. The venom can make you leave this world. So next time you're shell hunting in Australia, remember, the prettiest shell might be your last one. Fluorescent bluefish. While fishing in the rivers of Gaston County, North Carolina, a group of anglers was taken aback by the sight of a striking fluorescent blue fish swimming nearby. Its vibrant color sparked wild speculations among the fishermen. Could it be a rare mutation or something else entirely? Weighing in at 30 pounds and measuring 4 feet long, some believed it might be a carp, yet the unusual blue hue raised doubts. Others suggested it could be a rainbow trout with an exceptional genetic variant. But this theory seemed just as puzzling. The mystery of this stunning fish left everyone intrigued and eager for answers. If you know anything about this mysterious sea creature, do let me know in the comments below. Mutated fish.
Radiation monitoring has begun at 1,400 schools in Japan because of the Fukushima nuclear emergency.
This bizarre fish was found near Fukushima, Japan, showing severe mutations likely caused by radiation from the nuclear disaster. The fish had strange growths and abnormal features that left everyone speechless. Radiation this strong can affect animals, plants, and even humans, leading to acute radiation poisoning. When exposed to high levels of radiation, cells in living organisms suffer massive damage, especially to their DNA and other important structures. These mutations can happen to any living being near a powerful radiation source. The Fukushima disaster in 2011 may seem like a forgotten event, often compared to Chernobyl or 3 Mile Island. However, the reality is far more concerning, especially with the water around the plant still being highly radioactive today. Ancient giants unearthed.
About tropical megafauna. one of the largest species.
The Queensland Museum, famous for its impressive dinosaur collection, had a surprise waiting for one paleontologist. While examining fossils, he uncovered something remarkable: the remains of a creature with enormous teeth and an unusually shaped skull, weighing half a ton. It was unlike anything he'd seen before. Further investigation revealed it to be a Diprotodon, an extinct giant marsupial that roamed Australia 40,000 years ago. This discovery offered new insights into the continent's ancient megafauna. Coincidentally, another Australian researcher made a similar find. They unearthed a massive kangaroo-like creature with broad limbs and a short tail. The similarities to the Diprotodon fossil excited scientists, painting a clearer picture of Australia's prehistoric giants. Open discussion. Rhode Island's coastal waters became the stage for a bizarre marine mystery when a massive 28-foot shark washed ashore. But it wasn't the shark itself that caught everyone's attention. It was the strange, slimy creatures clinging to its skin. Long, eel-like fish covered the shark's body, looking like living tattoos. Marine biologists were baffled. These creatures didn't match any known species in their databases. As news of the discovery spread, it sparked a worldwide scientific investigation. Researchers from across the globe flocked to Rhode Island, eager to study these unknown hitchhikers. Some theorized they were a new species evolved to survive in changing oceans, while others wondered if they were ancient creatures emerging from the deep. The mystery of the shark's strange companions became a catalyst for new ocean exploration, reminding us how much we still have to learn about life beneath the waves.